Have you ever wondered how people knew where they were going, or how far they had traveled, long before GPS, or even maps, as we know them, existed? The world was a vast, unmeasured expanse, and the desire to understand it, to chart it, is as old as humanity itself. This is the story of how our ancestors first began to make sense of space, using the most intuitive tools they had, their own babies. Imagine trying to describe the size of a field to a friend. You might pace it out, counting your steps. This simple act is the very essence of ancient measurement. The first units of length weren't abstract concepts, they were human. The Egyptian cubit, one of the most famous and enduring ancient units, was based on the length of the forearm from the elbow to the tip of the middle finger. This single, personal measurement became the standard for building wonders like the pyramids. A cubit was further divided into palms, and palms into digici, the width of a finger. It was a system literally at hand. The Romans, masters of engineering and organization, also relied on body-based units. The Roman foot, or PADs, was, as you might guess, based on the length of a human foot. Their unit for longer distances was the passus, or pace, which was equivalent to 2 steps, one with the left foot and one with the right. 1,000 of these paces gave them the mil passus, which is the origin of our modern word mile. Think about that the next time you see a mile marker on the highway UE. Re-looking at a concept that began with the simple rhythm of a Roman soldier's march. But what if you didn't need a precise measurement? What if you just needed to get from one village to another? For much of human history, distance wasn't about numbers. It was about landmarks and effort. A journey wasn't 10 miles. It was past the great oak tree, over the whispering hill, and across the river until you see the smoke from the village. Distances were also measured in time. A day's walk or 2 suns' journey. This was a deeply personal and experiential way of understanding the world, where space was interwoven with stories, natural features, and the physical endurance of the trip. It was a living map, passed down through generations, not on paper, but through memory and spoken word. As societies grew more complex, so did their need for accuracy. Building cities, dividing land for farming, and constructing massive road networks required more precision than a pace or a landmark could offer. This is where human ingenuity took the next great leap. The Romans, again, were pioneers. To lay their famously straight roads, they used a simple yet brilliant tool called the groma. It was essentially a vertical staff with a cross-shaped top. From the end of each arm of the cross, a plumb liner weighed on a string hung down. By aligning the plumb lines with distant poles, surveyors could lay out perfectly straight lines and right angles over long distances. It was a marvel of practical engineering, ensuring that all roads truly did lead to Rome, and they did so in the most direct way possible. The groma was perfect for creating straight lines, but what about measuring the distance along those lines? Pacing it out was reliable for short distances, but for long stretches, human error and fatigue could become a major problem. Enter the hodometer, a device that sounds like something out of a science fiction story but was a very real and very clever ancient invention. Described by the Roman engineer Vitruvius, the hodometer was essentially an ancient odometer. It was a cart with a wheel of a specific, known circumference. Attached to the axle was a gear mechanism. With each full rotation of the wheel, a pin would strike a gear, which in turn would cause another gear to move. After a certain number of rotations, a Roman mila pebble would drop from a container into a bronze bowl, making a distinct clink. The travelers could then simply count the pebbles at the end of the day to know exactly how many miles they had covered. It was an automated, mechanical counter, a testament to the sophisticated minds of ancient engineers who were already thinking about how to make measurement more objective and less reliant on the fallible human body, from the length of a forearm to a cot that counts its own revolutions. The journey of measuring distance is a story of human innovation. It reflects our innate drive to understand, to organize, and to conquer the world around us. Each step, from the personal scale of the body to the mechanical precision of early tools, laid the foundation for the complex systems we use today. We started by measuring the world against ourselves, and in doing so, we began to discover not just the size of the world, but the scale of our own potential. The need to know how far has pushed us to build, to explore, and to connect. These early attempts to chart the unknown were more than just practical exercises. They were the first lines drawn in our long and ongoing quest to map our place in the universe. It's a powerful reminder that every great technological leap forward, even the GPS in your pocket, has its roots in the simple, ancient desire to understand the space between here and there. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. If you enjoyed learning about how our ancestors measured their world, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more stories from history. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious.